Shane. You all know who I am. I don't need to keep repeating who I am because it's getting boring to just sounds like it's cocky and all that kind of stuff. We all know who I am. But anyways, so I put together this box. I'm very rushed at things because I want to see how it sounds. I got to clean it all up. I did paint it. You've seen all the other stuff that I did. I'm going to smooth all this out, and then I'm going to see, am I going to carpet it? Am I going to do some cool paint job on it? I do have nothing but time, etc. I've sold this box that someone's going to be picking up. There's one of my other speakers. I'll actually even put this speaker on top of this. Because, so I have this wired down to, it's tuned for 33 hertz right now. Only because it is underported. The app that I was using says that this is going to be like 90 meters per second. I believe how they measure it for the rear port velocity, which says is terrible, and you'll hear the port noise. I did take sandpaper and sand it nice and smooth, so on both sides, on this side and that side, in the back. I am going to clean all this up, and then I'm going to take a router and smooth it all out because this is PL that's holding it in place. But they are dual 4 ohm. I have them all wired down to 0.56 ohms, 566666667. I can't remember what they used to say in school, how they say that when it's that many times you put the line above it. I'm just using this cheesy speaker wire. It's, I think, 16 gauge. I might say it on here. But anyways, it's just some plain Jane wire, so I could just extend it. Usually you've heard how I was listening to this. Still got the same mids. I have this up. I have it running at about 13.5, 14 volts, which is the max capacity. The fan is indeed on, which it's not hot at all right now. I just turned everything on. I ran the extension cord out of the garage to the house because, as I noticed, this is an old garage that they didn't redo the wiring. As you can see, it's got like all the old stuff still in there, and the breaker box behind that jacket there, it has the really old fuses, and my dad said he doesn't have those fuses, so if I blow it, then I'm screwed. So I just plugged it into the house to run it off of that power instead. That way it's separated from the garage. I'll probably buy a nice cord, or at least some nice covering also, and maybe run it the proper way, because as you see, that cord is really long, and maybe just buy my dad a new extension cord, because I'm going to need long wire anyways for something that I plan to do. My main goal, I know this is off topic, I would like to take this garage and make in here, clear all that stuff out, and make an area the size of a cell, how they used to do in the Hebrew days. If you check out like old school times, the Hebrews used to live in almost like what they would say is like a large cell nowadays in jails. And then they'd have a little hanger for their steel pots for their cooking and all that stuff, to do all that kind of stuff. And then they'd have a little cot on the floor to sleep on and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try and do that, and then see about with green power. I'm going to push next, because honestly, I don't have a vehicle, and to be putting all this car audio and playing with all this in here is pointless, and it's not very godly in all sense. It's just one of my selfish desires, because it's the only thing, it just doesn't feel so bad to sin. And I have like nothing else. Unfortunately, it's the life I chose. I'm not asking for anybody to feel sorry for me or make any comments on that. That's my choice. As it is, free will, God said to everybody. But anyways, to get at her. So this amp claims that it is, if you look at the specs on it, it says 1000 RMS, 2000, and then it has on the pamphlet 4,000 peak power, which I don't get how it does that. But I've seen on Williston, one of the guys who does some tech stuff down on amps. I don't think I've seen him do anything else but amp dynos and stuff. He shows that sometimes at the end of his clips that he's ran the bigger Orions, mind you. He's ran them down to half an ohm, maybe a quarter ohm. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that part. But I know that he's run them a little bit. Oh, 0.8 ohms. I know for sure. I'm not sure if it was a half ohm. But anyways, I'm going to try it. I have a spare amp. If it blows, then hey, it will give me something to learn how to fix, because I believe you fry the MOSFETs, if I'm correct. But I could be wrong against that as well. But anyways, so I'm just going to do a quick video here and show you guys what we'll do. I do have to use a track, so I'm going to come back. Actually, I could find one actually real quick here. Might as well see if I have, because we're not allowed to use copywritten music, I believe. So I don't know what I could use here. I have made my own music, which, you know what? This track that I'm going to go to is what I've made. It is called Music Maker Jam. Let me get a better shot here. So there you go. Now I don't know if I have to have Wi-Fi on this to be playing around, or if it'll have my file eligible for my projects that I've done. So I have to see how that's going to come out. My music. Projects. Oh, no, recordings. Yes, White Knight, The Prophet 2. So it does come on. Okay, so I do have it. So at least this is my own music, so they can't say nothing.
It's been a cold winter, I'ma switch it for the summer. I ain't packing but still, suckers run for cover. I'm in the sunshine, cause I know what that man. Pimping is a short thing, buried in my bloodline. It's been a cold winter, I'ma switch it for the summer. I ain't packing but still, suckers run for cover. I'm in the sunshine, cause I know what that man. Pimping is a short thing, buried in my bloodline.
I know I'm too sensitive, I guess it's just the way it is. Sorry, I'm the way I am, just wanna be a perfect man. I know I'm too sensitive, I guess it's just the way it is. Sorry, I'm the way I am, just wanna be a perfect man. Do you wanna ride with me? I got the night. Do you wanna fly with me? We can just get it all day long. Go anywhere you wanna go, leave me behind. I'm letting everybody know.
Lo que te quiero decir es que me gustas a mí. Dime si tú sientes lo mismo que yo.
Listen to hell with me, but I prefer really. They can step to me, my Robbie's mad, listen. You don't wanna X with me, I'm always fresh with it. On my best weekly and you ain't stressing me. Coming from the bottom, moving straight to the top. Coming with the foot up for the number one up. Pushing my back like a pusher on the block. Holding my down so the babas get lost.
I told you once, and I'll tell you twice. The way I feel is my advice.
I'm going to pause that. As you can see, I barely had that turned up. And I have my speakers dancing across here. So I'm going to take them off because obviously it's making noise. It sounds like distortion possibly because that was the steel rattling off the top here. And I'm going to turn this up just for a second because I do have neighbors that I don't really care so much, but it's just common courtesy because, you know, obviously I don't like hear their shit, so they shouldn't like to actually have to put up with listening to mine. Unless it has to do with scripture, of course, and you have to deal with that because if God says something, he says something. But anyways, let's play some more of this tune. And yeah, so this is my own music. I made this up. Well, you can get samples and then you put it on here, but I mixed all of the beats into the flow that this all is. So we'll go back to this.
Black man, I'm heavy enough. The civil rights activists, we back up on that bus. You gonna shack on me, you better take all of us. We are aligned without us running, so you know you fucked. All it been with anger when it should be filled with joy. And I ain't falling for that propaganda, not no more. The lies that they tell, yeah, they wash up on the shore. That the country was built on that white man's deceit. So
Been a call on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want. Been a call on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want. Never call to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a miracle to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want
my amp is not even turned up halfway. I am using a small output from the receiver off of my tablet. So how much voltage rating am I really getting? And as you can see, those subs are barely moving, and I'm making bass the way it is. So there you have it. As I said, that's running off of literally a 1000. As you can see, this wire comes off the back, runs all through here. This is it to this cheesy little fucking amp that I have running off of these two batteries, and a little 30 amp bad boy that pushes 12 volts that I bought for $30 or $40 off of Amazon. This runs into there, then the output from there runs to this amplifier. I can clean all the wires up, but these guys know I'm not going to be lying about something like that. As I have it, because I am using that shitty that crappy voltage, I have turned up my amp almost full, which I will turn that to almost full, and my bass boost I will turn completely down. I had it at about half because I don't need that much, but we'll turn it up like that now, and we'll see how that sounds just for a second, just to make sure it's clear. I also have another track here. I don't remember how this one is, but I'll try this one.
Hey papi, what I wish? Yeah, you my favorite dish. Can I get a taste, baby? Can I get a leg? No entiende mi Spanglish, but you can read my body language. Yeah, my body fell in love with a white boy. He's my hot boy. He knows how to turn me on. Always gives me what I want. He's my white boy. Yeah, my hot boy. boca. Ay, me gusta como tú te vuelves loca, loca. Me lo dice al oído. Llévame a Colombia, mi morena, te lo pido. Quiero serte un hijo, yo no quiero ser tu amigo. Yo no quiero ser tu amigo. Hey, papi, what I wish. Yeah, you're my favorite dish. Can I get a taste, baby? Can I get a lick? No entiende mi Spanglish, but you can read my body language. Yeah, my body fell in love with a white boy. He's my hot boy. He knows how to turn me on. Always gives me what I want. He's my white boy. Yeah, my hot boy. Sabe bien lo que hay que hacer para darme todo el placer. Yeah, fell in love with a. Fell in love with a. Fell in love with a.
So there's my video. I am probably going to hook up. I have a Pioneer down there, and I have a line driver. That way I can run the cleanest power possibly off this, so I get no clipping, I get no distortion, just to see how well it sounds. Will it do competitions? Maybe not, but bass boxing, I think it would sound phenomenal. And it's 33 hertz, man. I'm vibrating everything in here. Don't know how it will sound. I'm going to play it back on my headphones right now, but just wanted to say what's up. And just to show anybody, oh, you can do this. The app that I used for this whole system, how I designed this, is this one here. And I can show you how I did design it. So this is what I have, box calculator, and it will show you what I've built. This is a, oops, sorry, it is a arrow port box. It is width 33 by 15.5 by 18.75. My subwoofers are 0.675. My port thickness is their 1/4 inch. They're talking about this piece here, how thick this actually is. So 1/4 inch. And then all the wood is 3/4 inch, so 0.75. My port is 4-inch ports. There is 2 ports, and they are 13.5 inches long. Pressing that, that's what I have. So my box is 3.52 in total, which these subs recommend 1.25 to 150 per sub, and we all know that the bigger the box the better, but it does start to get a lot of excursion, hence that you'll notice that there's not a lot of excursion coming off of what you can see these subs can do, etc. And also, so you can see it's 33 hertz. Now my port area, I'm not sure how that works. If I took this port area and thing, I know I'm under, because it says that you're supposed to be, I think, 16 square inches per square foot, I believe, is a rule of thumb. So I don't know how it works because of this number shows up different, but I know when you use the square port, anywhere between 12 and 15, when this shows up, it actually makes a really good box. I know 12s are really good for daily listener, 15s are more of the SPL because it's a bigger port area. But anyways, this box will play between 22 hertz and 66 hertz. Very well, but everyone knows you can always make a box play higher frequencies. It's just you can't make them play lower frequencies from when they're tuned. They will only go so low. Also, this will tell you if you wanted to do the cutouts, it'll show you how to make the box, which is kind of crazy because that's basically what this is right here, front and back. Those are my pieces, etc. 13.25 and etc. All that kind of stuff. So it actually pretty much does build the box and everything for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you very much, and I got some cleaning up that I have to do now and play some other stuff.